Hey, Silver Sneakers folks. Welcome back to my backyard and welcome to Boom Muscle. I hope you're all doing well. It's kind of nice to get a break in the 90-degree weather, so I hope that you can get outside and do this. Hopefully your neighbors won't watch you, but if you can't, you can do it in your living room too. Today I'm going to be using a couple of medium hand weights. If you have hand weights available, go ahead and use those. If you don't, that is fine. You can do this completely without weights, with body weight only. You can also do it with homemade weights or just improvised weights, such as water bottles, bags of beans, that kind of thing. Get creative, just use whatever you've got on hand, and hopefully we'll have a really good Boom Muscle workout today. I'm just gonna make sure that this is on so I know I'm not talking to myself, and then we can get started. Yep, looks like we're good to go. Okay, so one more thing. I am going to be playing music into my own ears today so we don't break any copyright laws. So if you've got a playlist that you can put on and you can enjoy during this workout, go ahead and put that on. It should probably be something a little bit upbeat, something to help you get moving, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and start with a little warm up. Let me just put my music on. You go ahead and put your music on and we will get started. Now, quickly, while I'm setting this up, about Boom Muscle, if you haven't done it before, Boom Muscle is the advanced version of Silver Sneakers. So it is targeted to that same active older adult category. However, it does include slightly different moves. It also includes some optional floor work at the end. You don't have to do anything you're not comfortable with. Please listen to your own body. It might change day to day what feels good and what doesn't feel good. And if you feel like you need to modify anything, please do so. I'll be providing some modifications for you. But if something doesn't feel right, don't push it. Go at your own pace and have a great workout. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with a march. Just start with a gentle march, get those arms moving, get those legs moving, get that blood pumping. Woo! I need to turn on my music. 1 second, you keep marching. Oh, that came in louder than I thought it was going to. Okay, let's introduce a step touch. Stretch out those chest, stretch out your arms. Just enjoy moving. And now, go ahead and actually take a step. Keep moving those arms. Keep going side to side, add some nice big arm circles, wake up those shoulders. If you're anything like me, been working from home a lot, been sitting around a lot, feels very good to be outside and do some moving. Right? Okay. Go ahead and stand up straight for a second, just roll out your shoulders. And let's go down into a couple of shallow squats. Keep it nice and light, just waking up those thighs. When you're doing these squats, make sure you are sticking your tush out and you're keeping your knees from going past your toes. That's gonna protect your joints, protect your lower back. Okay, let's go back to that march for just a second. Take it out wide and come back in. Take it out wide and come back in. Go ahead and alternate. Out, in, go at the tempo of your own music here. Keep moving. All right, go ahead and stretch it out and contract. Expand, contract, expand, contract, and go ahead and reach, grab, pull across the body. Really feel that pull through the whole side of your body. Good. And let's just quickly roll out our necks. Okay. All right, folks. So today I thought I would start out with a little game. Normally I would have you pick, but since you're not here or you're just watching, I'm gonna do the picking. I'm gonna pick 6 cards, and each card has a different exercise move attached to it based on the number on the card or the suit of the card. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick 6 of these, and we're gonna end up doing 5 minutes. No, 6. How many do I want to do? Let's do 10 of them. Then we'll get 5 minutes of moves for 30 seconds each. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick these cards. Got a 6. The suit doesn't actually matter, it's just the number. An ace. Another ace. A 5. And if you want to keep marching in place during this, you can go ahead and do that to keep your heart rate up. 10. Jack. We need 2 more. A 6. A 2. I lied. We actually need 2 more. Sorry, I can't count today. Got another jack. And then our last one is a 4. So let me go ahead and grab my key, and I will read you what all this means. Because right now it's just a bunch of cards. So here are our corresponding moves. We will be doing a jog in place. And then we got 2 aces in a row, so we'll be doing a full minute of jumping jacks. This is going to be very cardio heavy. We've got tricep dips. Got chest press, jog in place, lunge walk, side lifts again, and then our last move is bicep curls. Okay, so I will be repeating that as we go along. Each move will be 30 seconds. So go ahead, and the first 3 moves are all cardio moves. And you can do them with your weights if you'd like to add a little bit more work to those, but you don't have to, okay? So go ahead and put your music back on. I'm going to be timing this for us. We're starting out with jogging in place and then a full minute of jumping jacks, all right? Of course, these are step jumping jacks. Are you ready? Apparently my app isn't ready. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Jog in place. Wow, it is really nice weather here today. The sky is so blue, barely a cloud. I don't know if you can see behind me, this is actually the arch that I got married in front of last year, so that's kind of neat. We did it here at the property. I'm sure you've all got all kinds of stories. All right, going to jumping jacks. I'm gonna put my weights down because I've got 8-pounders. So you can do step jumping jacks just like this. If you're feeling adventurous, if your joints are feeling up to it, you can do a full jumping jack, but please don't feel obligated to. We're gonna be here for a minute, probably about 45 seconds now. I hope you're listening to some good upbeat music. I've got a Spotify subscription, so that's kind of nice, but I know people use all kinds of stuff to stream music. You can do it on YouTube even, and of course, you can also just play a favorite CD, or even a record, go old school, although you might make that record skip with all that jumping. All right, we've got Less than 20 seconds left here. Keep going, and remember, this might be your jumping jack just like this. Okay, hold your horses for a second while I look up the next move. We've got 5-10 jack. So tricep dips, chest press, and then side lift. So we're gonna get 3 moves with the weights. Get your weights up. Ready? Tricep dips. Keep your torso nice and strong. Engage your core. Sorry if you can hear some traffic. All right, chest press, here we go. I live on a pretty populated road. So if the chest press is a lot, you can drop your weights, or you can simply do these with one weight, holding it with both hands. All right, side lifts. Woo! Keep that movement nice and controlled. Again, if you're getting tired, just drop your weights. Do this with body weight. Okay, take a breather. I'm gonna read off our next 3 moves. We've got 6, 2, and another jack. So we've got jog in place, lunge walk, and then another round of side lifts. So for that lunge walk, if you've got a little bit of space, you can do a lunge walk and then turn around and go back the other way. If that's a little bit too much, because that can get pretty tiring, just do a shallower lunge. However you're doing your lunges, try to keep that knee from going past your toes to protect your joint, okay? So we'll be starting with that jog in place. I'm gonna be doing these moves without my weights because I've got 8-pounders here. All right, so get ready. And here we go. I know Lisa's probably been doing a lot of running this time of year. I just don't, I live on a road with no sidewalks, so it makes me too nervous to run outside. Okay, here we go, that lunge walk. So like I said, that might look like this for you. That's perfectly fine. Protect your knees. Don't do anything that doesn't feel good. Grab those weights, side lifts. You can also do this without weights if your arms are getting tired. After this, we've only got one more move. Okay, take a quick break. Our last move is a number 4, which is bicep curls. So grab those weights again. Get ready. Here we go. bicep curls. And that's gonna be our whole game. That's kind of a fun way to do it. I know we were doing dice. I feel like dice works better when we're all together and we can touch the same set of dice, which seems pretty far-fetched right now. It's crazy how much the world changed, isn't it? But this is fun too. I'm glad we can do it this way. Keep everybody safe. All right, drop those weights, get a sip of water. Good job, you're done with the first activity. Give me just a second to clean up these cards, and then we'll get started with the next round. Remember to stay hydrated, especially if you're working out outside like I am today and it's kind of hot and you want to make sure you're getting plenty of fluids. Okay, so the next class we're going to be following our usual Boom Muscle format, which is a muscle interval followed by an aerobic interval. And usually those muscle building intervals incorporate the weights, right? So our first interval here is going to be a muscle interval. And I'm going to be trying a balancing move today. It's not going to be the full T that we've been doing sometimes though. Instead, it'll just be part of the way up. So 1 foot slightly off the ground. If that's uncomfortable for you, have a chair next to you that you can grab onto and do these with a single weight at a time, okay? We'll be doing that, and then we're going to incorporate a couple of weight moves with our leg crunches, lunges, and kickback. Okay, hopefully I can remember all that so I don't have to keep looking at this. Okay. So go ahead and grab those weights, put your music on, and get ready to go here. All right. So for our balance move, just pick your leg up slightly off the ground, put it back. Again, if you feel like you've got balance issues with this, do it with one weight at a time so you can grab onto your chair. Switch legs. Good. Go back to that original leg. Do one more round of these to just help you feel really grounded. Go up a little higher if you want to. And switch legs for the last time. Then we're going to add some arms. All right. Our first arm move with this, you're going to be, if you're using 2 weights, if you feel really good about this, you'll put your arms up, one leg behind, and we're going to do a crunch, just like this, okay? And then I might have you do a hold. Again, if you've got some balance issues today, use that chair. Make sure you don't get hurt. Ready? Here we go. Crunch, 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 and hold. Again, crunch, 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 and hold. So really engage your abs as you do these. One more round. Crunch, 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 and hold. Okay, let's switch legs. Ready? Crunch, 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 and hold. Now if your arms are getting tired, feel free to drop your weights. Crunch, 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 and hold. And last time. Crunch, 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 hold. Good job. All right, go ahead and drop those weights. Shake out your arms really quick. Take a wide stance. We're gonna do some lawnmowers. It is lawn mowing season, ladies and gentlemen. Switch directions. We've got a riding lawnmower because we have a pretty big property here, and it keeps conking out on us. The latest casualty has been the belt snapped. So hopefully we can get that fixed because mosquitoes get pretty bad when we can't mow often. Switch. And add a kickback. 3 more. 2, 1. Switch. Good job. Start that lawnmower and kick back. Two. Last one. Good job. Put those weights down, get a sip of water, and we're gonna start with our first active interval. Okay. All right. So this one's gonna last the duration of a song, so about 3.5 minutes. Let me go ahead and pick something good. Something that'll keep me motivated. Okay. You ready? Now, this is a new one that I've kind of just started. This is a marathon inspired one. So we're gonna start with a step touch, just as a warm up. Getting ready to run. And we're gonna do a couple of reverse lunges here in a second. I'm gonna turn the side. Lunge, lunge, lunge. You can do these pretty shallow. This is a cardio segment, so the important thing is to keep moving. Hinge at the hips a little bit. You're chomping at the bit. You're ready to start running, right? Keep it going. Remember to breathe. Go back to that step touch. Get your arms going. All right, you ready to run? Here we go. Jog to the beat of your music if you've got it going. Pump those arms. Get that heart rate up. If the bouncing motion is not feeling so good for you today, just walk it out with some energy. Keep running. All right, we're gonna run forward for 4, back for 4. Your 4 might be different than my 4 because we're listening to different music, but we'll make the best of it, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Keep that going, forward and back. One more time. All right. There's some obstacles in the road. Somebody dumped their trash on the sidewalk or something. We're gonna step over it. And back. Wide strides. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep breathing. Back to that jog. All right, there's people on the side of the road. Wave to them. Okay, that finish line is coming up. Push. Let's go forward and back. All right. You're gonna walk it out. You pass that finish line, but you know stopping abruptly isn't great for your body. Okay, good job. Give yourself a round of applause. We're done with our first active interval. Get a sip of water, grab your weights. I lied, don't grab your weights. We're doing arm suspensions. Okay. So we're gonna be doing wide squats. Oh, hang on, my water fell over. Okay. Wide squats, just like this, making sure those knees don't go over your toes, making sure to keep your core nice and strong, stick your tush out, protect that lower back. So you should look like this from the side. Your back is nice and strong. All right? Do 3 more of these and then we'll start with arm suspensions. 3, arms out. Do approximately 40 seconds here. I don't have a timer on, so we're using my sense of time, which is kind of dangerous. Reverse your circles, so you're going the other direction. Okay, drop those arms, squats. Now, if those squats are starting to burn, you can do them a little bit more shallow. Make sure you stay with good form. If you're gonna go all the way down is thighs parallel with the floor. All right, I'm gonna do this next arm circle with a weight. And this one's front out. You don't have to use a weight. You can do it with body weight. Do little circles with your hands. You're doing great. I know this is a hard one. Reverse your circles. Okay, drop that weight. Back to squats. Our final move is going to be diagonals. In just a few seconds. Keep that up. I'm waiting for a new song to roll around here. You know how that is, that awkward gap. Okay, grab your weights. Or don't grab your weights, do this just with body weights. Here we go. Arm circles. And this is diagonals. Switch directions. Drop those weights. Good job. Get a sip of water. We're ready for our next active interval. Okay, we're doing some jump rope. Get those arms going. Remember, you want your heart rate to go up. Do a little bit of a bounce if it's permissible for you today. I hope you're all doing okay. I know that this has really interrupted a lot of your exercise schedules, but now that it's nicer out, there really is a lot that you can still do safely. I know a lot of you have your own gardens and stuff that you do. Even doing that, just getting up and moving is a good form of exercise, right? Step touch. Keep those arms pumping. All right, back to that bounce. We're gonna come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4, and front. Back. Front. Back. Go to the side. 2, 3. I hope you can still see me. Back. 2, 3, 4, and side. Keep that breath going. Keep your heart rate up. All right, meet me in the middle. Crisscross arms. The flowers on this arch smell really nice. Come forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4, and forward. 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4, and tiptoes. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Stay here if you'd like. If you'd like to, you can add a little jump. If it feels okay for your joints. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Keep going up and down. All right, back to jump rope. Back to crisscross arms. Okay, good job. Get a sip of water. We are done with that active interval. Okay. Next up, we've got another muscle interval. Okay, we're gonna be doing curtsy lunges. Grab your weights. So if you remember, curtsy lunges, one leg goes behind, you go down, back up, do the other side. Get that going. Remember that these don't have to be deep. They can be pretty shallow. More interested in form than how low you go. No matter what level you're at, your torso should be nice and straight up and down, okay? Here we go. Once you've got that going, add some wings. Whew. Last one. Stand up, shrug it out, arms up, tricep dips. Now you can do this with one weight, or you can do it with no weights if it's getting a little difficult. Going back to those curtsy lunges. Add those arms. Last round. Remember to breathe. That's it. Back up for tricep dips. How are you doing? I hope you just said you're doing great. Last one. All right, put those weights down. Get a sip of water. Time for our next active interval. Sorry, just picking a good song. It's not gonna work, that's very slow. Okay, let's try this one. All right, we're doing our general one. So we're starting out with some jumping jacks. So you can stick with these step jumping jacks, or you can do real jumping jacks, whichever you prefer. Make sure that your heart rate is up. Make sure your breathing is a little bit faster than usual. All right, elbow to knee. Keep moving. All right, jog like you're jogging through sand. Really dragging your legs. If you've ever jogged through deep sand, you know it's really hard. That's how you should feel. Okay, good job. Row and tap. Get low. Keep that heart rate up. You're doing great. We're almost done with the normal portion of the class. All right, come up, arms up, knees up. It's like a weird march. Good. Jesters. Increase your arm movement just a little bit. You're doing really well. All right, let's do some grapevines. If you can't do a grapevine, I'm sure I'm doing these wrong anyway. Just do a step touch. You just want to keep moving. Last one, jog it out. All right, good job. Let me see what time it is. Okay, I think we've got time for one more muscle interval and then we'll go right to our core segment. Okay. Grab those weights. Our leg move this time is going to be high knees. We'll be focusing a little bit on balance, doing them a little bit slower. If you're having some balance problems today, do these with one weight so you can grab a chair, okay? Once you feel balanced, start with some chest raises. Good job. Hinge at the hips, flies. All right, back to that first move. Bring up your legs, high knees, up to chest. Couple more. Okay, flies. This is the last move for core. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Put those weights down. Get a sip of water. Now our next segment is our core segment. So if you would like to join me on the floor, you may. If you do not want to do floor moves today, that's perfectly fine. grab yourself a chair, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get down on my mat here. Well, it's a beach towel, but just pretend it's a mat. And I'm gonna do that in the safe Silver Sneakers way, which is hand to knee to hand, yeah. So I'll be getting down on my knees first, putting a hand down and pivoting onto the mat. So go ahead and do that in your own time if you're gonna be using a mat. If you're sitting in a chair, I think you probably know how to get safely into that chair, so I'm gonna let you handle that. All right, so if you wanna keep playing your music, you can. We're gonna be doing some standard crunches today. So if you are on the floor, your crunch, you're gonna put the soles of your feet on the ground, arms behind your neck, crunching up, going back. Now as you crunch up, exhale, inhale as you go back. Make sure you're not jerking your neck up. If you're doing this in a chair, you will have your feet on the ground. You're gonna be crunching forward, doing that exhale, going back. If you're in a chair, it's really easy to cheat if you want to, but you can also really engage those abs. So really commit to squeezing that core if you are in a chair and getting a really good ab workout. We're only gonna do 2 sets of 8 of these, so this will be over really fast. Let's have a good little ab session here, okay? Get in your position, whichever that is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and lie back or sit back. Take a couple of deep breaths. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? You ready for one more round? I hope that was a yes. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Go ahead and lie back or sit back. Time for a little bit of a cool down, okay? So I'll be demonstrating these lying down, but a lot of these can be done in the chair too, and I'll explain as we go through. Go ahead and lie back. Pull your legs in, let them flap to one side, look over your opposite shoulder. If you are in a chair, this is gonna look like a twist. Okay, so pick your poison and go ahead and enjoy that stretch. Switch sides. Good job. Go ahead and sit up, take a straddle position. If you're in the chair, just take a wide stance with your legs, reach over to one side. Stretch out the side of your body. And switch sides. And go ahead and stretch forward. If you are in the chair, make sure that your head does not go below your waist. You're just reaching forward. And normally I would be playing some opera for you right now, but I can't do that. So you're just gonna have to imagine some opera right now. All right, let's go ahead and come up off the floor. Now, if you're on the floor, we're gonna be using the opposite way we got down. So you'll be putting your hand on the floor, pivoting so you're on your knees, and then standing up from there. If you're in the chair, again, I trust that you can get out of that chair on your very own. Plant your heel on the ground, bend your opposite leg, kneel into that so you feel a nice stretch up the back of your calf. I know we did a lot of squats and lunges and stuff today, and this will help to stretch that out. Keep your torso, keep your head above your waist to keep your blood from rushing down there. Switch legs. All right. Take a straddle position, hinge from the hips so you're stretching and your torso should be parallel with the floor, so you're not going too low. You should feel a stretch all the way up the backs of those legs. Feels really good. All right. Grab onto a chair for balance if you'd like. Grab your foot, twist it behind your bum. You'll get a stretch up the front of that quad. Switch legs. And go ahead and lace your fingers together. Arch your back a little bit so you're stretching out your shoulders. Go ahead and give yourself a hug. Again, stretching out that back and shoulders. I know we did a lot of arm work today. We'll get to those arms next. Switch sides. Go ahead and stretch your arm across your torso. And bring it up top, grab your elbow. Let's do the opposite side. Bring it up top. And go ahead and roll out your shoulders if it feels good for you today. And roll out your neck. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. Last one. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I hope that you're getting some use out of these videos. If you have any comments, suggestions, critiques, as usual, you can comment on the video. You can shoot me a message in the Facebook group. Just let me know. I'd be happy to take your comments into consideration. This is your workout, and I want it to be the best it can be. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you had a good workout, and have a fantastic weekend.